This is Up for Grabs, a podcast where three unfiltered friends talk about anything and everything. And now, here are your hosts, Tracy, Kim, and Rachel.
Welcome to Up for Grabs. I'm Rachel. I'm here with my friends Kim.
Hello.
Hello. And Tracy.
Hi.
Hi. Today we're going to have a little job interview on Up for Grabs. I'm not really sure exactly what to call it, but I saw something online that they called it an invisible resume. But really the spirit of it was that it's experiences and educational things that you know or things that have happened to you that you've learned from that you definitely should not say in an interview. But it's stuff that really happened that you're either proud of or it happened.
I don't think I did this right, but we'll see how it goes. So
I think you did it right. So there's stories or things that have happened to you that you probably wouldn't say in a real interview. But they're noteworthy.
I probably would, which explains the jobs that I've been able to get so
I'm
far.
sorry, ma'am. We don't have any openings today.
For a crazy ass, yes. Perfect.
So, and I thought, you know what? There are so many things, I mean, just little things growing up that I thought were a big deal, a big accomplishment that I never got to brag about in any forum, let alone in an interview or put on my resume.
This is your time to shine.
I know. I can't wait to let you guys know all the things that I accomplished. But what we'll do is I'll just kind of throw out maybe a typical resume question. Mm-hmm. And then we can go around the table and you can tell me how you might respond.
Okay. I'm nervous. Why?
Because I'm interviewing you.
I know, but what do I think is going to happen? Like, I bomb it and what?
And you're not going to get the job.
Okay.
The job that doesn't exist.
Well,
do you want me to make up what the job is so that you get really nervous?
Pressure. That's different and more.
Okay.
No.
It's to be Cedric the Entertainer's personal assistant.
Say less.
Okay, then you better get your stuff together. Okay.
Right.
One thing that they always ask, and they should in any good interview, is tell me about a time where you were a team player or you were unselfish and anything for the greater good of the team. And that's when you would launch into a very work appropriate story about how you did something like worked on a project overtime or whatever. But the thing that I wanted to say, to give you an idea of how I was thinking this would go, if I was asked, tell me about a time you were a team player and what happened, I would want to say that I was the mascot for two different things during my time as an unpaid intern. Mm-hmm. And it goes along with being a team player because if you've never been a mascot, you don't know just how humiliating it is and how awful it is. You can't, first of all, I hate mascots. And maybe I hate them because I had to be one.
Otherwise,
but I don't think I ever really loved them. I think they're ridiculous. I don't get it.
I think when they get into professional sports, they're a little silly. I mean, I can understand like a high school would have a mascot or, I don't know. But I just think like when you are at NBA games and there's some like big furry bear that comes running around, or whatever.
We take pictures.
Yeah, I mean, it is. We do too. I mean,
yeah, I run the other way.
They're funny, but it is.
I don't think they're funny. And I feel sorry for the person inside of them. But so one time I was, it was a polar bear, but it was, both of these times is when I was an intern at the zoo. I was not being paid any money. And one time I had to dress up as the polar bear that was promoting animals and all that jazz, which was a thing they did in the summer.
Nothing says coolness like a jazzy.
Well, it's a jazzy bear. Mm-hmm. And the jazzy bear had a big standing bass. So if it wasn't a big and it wasn't a real base, but it was foam and it was huge, like a standing base.
Oh, when you said standing base, I thought you were saying you had to stand up on something.
No. I'm talking about the musical
She's
instrument.
talking about like boom, boom,
You were
boom,
going to be
boom,
jazzy. Well,
Yeah,
jazzy with your
so
bass.
this bear was musically inclined, and they picked the biggest instrument possible. And then I know I've told you guys the story.
Yeah.
I've not heard about the jazzy bear.
I've never heard about Jazzy Bear. I've only heard of the other one that you're going to mention.
yes.
But this one was way worse because they had me to promote animals and all that jazz. I am such a team player that I put on that ridiculous outfit, was carrying that ridiculous foam standing base downtown on the circle, going in the, I forget if it was like the Power and Light building or whoever.
Yeah.
Like they were one of the sponsors and they wanted the bear to come to their cafeteria during lunchtime to promote animals and all that jazz.
Yeah, but people don't know who you are. Like,
Okay. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I was still humiliated because I knew they knew somebody was in there.
Well,
And FYI, going into somebody's workplace in their cafeteria, like they only get so much time for lunch, right?
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure they were really excited.
No one even, it was more, I don't know what was more humiliating, that no one even looked at me and I was forced to walk around, or that I was doing it in the
or
first
that they
place.
looked at you. Yeah.
It was, so I have always wanted to tell the story that I'm a team player, and you know why? Because I am such a jerk that I'll humiliate myself for the good of the
Icy
company.
Bear. Yeah.
And I would never want to tell somebody that, because that just, it doesn't matter what the job is, there's always something that they try to just,
So Kim and I were talking about Up for Grabs having a mascot, and we were thinking that you would be the perfect one to wear the costume.
carrying a grand piano. Well, I'd be happy to do that.
Thanks.
Because I'm a team player.
That's right.
Well, you have
Tracy-
experience.
Yeah. I don't like to toot my own horn. But the other thing was the Kool-Aid Man, but we're not going
Yeah,
to
I was
talk
going
about
to
it
say,
anymore.
that's the one I thought you might be referring to.
And that was equally as humiliating. Tracy, how do you explain to someone in your interview that you're a team player?
Oh my God, I hate this question so much. I hate when they say like, tell me about a time when, and then I'm like, I have no times when. I've never done anything in my entire life, is how I feel with that pressure. Like a team player, for some rando reason, the story that comes to mind is in high school, we'd had a party, and I'm leaving the names out because I'm too old to remember. Somebody was very, very drunk, and they were laying on the couch in my downstairs, like we had like game room kind of area. I don't know. Anyway, we were all afraid that this person was going to die, but we didn't want to call an ambulance and get in trouble because, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So from the laundry room, we don't have cell phones, obviously. We don't have cordless phones. So from the laundry room, we use the wall phone at like 1 a.m. to call somebody's dad. And I don't remember who, but he was a doctor. And he is having us lay this phone so it's stretched as far. So like people had to make sure it stayed plugged in. There was one person there, other people stretching it to lay it next to this person who was passed out and like peeing on themselves. It was,
Wait a minute. How was this doctor going to diagnose anything over the
okay,
phone?
I don't know. He said he wanted to
Wanted to hear the breathing?
He wanted to
Wanted to hear the
listen to the
respirations?
person. Yes. So he said, put the phone over there. And he was like trying to talk to the people. I have no idea where that story came from. I don't think I've told that in
Oh my
35
God.
years.
Oh my God, that is funny.
So which part of the team were you? Were you keeping the phone plugged in, or what?
I feel like I was probably, again, I don't really remember my exact
Perhaps you were the
point
idea
of-
person.
This is like the chain gang at a football
Yeah.
game is what
Yeah.
we were, I feel like I would have been the one holding the phone with the doctor
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
That seems like a very important position.
Yes.
And I feel like I would have said, enough, everyone, back off. I've got this.
And it was your home.
Well, yeah. Whoever it was, they didn't die. I remember that.
No, that is good.
That's
Well,
how
wait a
that
minute, the
story
fact
is.
that is so 80s that man couldn't be bothered with coming over to find out.
No.
He was just going to
make sure there wasn't any gurgling going on
I
or
believe
something.
there's a
Ballpark
term
it.
about phoning it in, and I think he phoned it in that day.
He's like,
Wow.
yeah, I'm sure that person will be fine. He didn't worry about getting a lawsuit. Like, sir, we called you and you didn't come, and then this person.
I'm probably going to get yelled at by my sister for telling the story. but-
Why?
Or
You didn't-
for not knowing.
you didn't
Or for
disclose
not
any
knowing
names.
well, because I don't remember them. That's what the other reason I'll get yelled at is for not remembering anyone's names. I don't remember.
but the
who-
person survived.
Yeah, they lived. Well, I mean, no one died. So whoever that was survived. So that's how I remember it anyway.
Well, you're also, that could have been a really good, you're good under pressure story.
Thanks.
You didn't hang up on the doctor. You didn't break the phone or anything. Like, you were right there with
I'd like to count for both then, and you can go to Kim for both of those questions.
Kim, give me a story about team player.
Well, I was trying, nervously thinking the whole time you two were talking. I probably was the poster child of not having enough brain development in high school to know what consequences were.
Oh, wow.
So I was a team player with, if somebody told me to do something or dared me to do something, I would just go along with it or wanted to do something. And I don't know if it really wasn't that I did it because, oh, this will make me popular. I just did it because I was down for fun or a laugh. And two instances, my aunt and uncle, when I was in high school, lived in the same neighborhood as my mom and dad. And my mom and dad were out of town for an anniversary, and they came down to stay with us. And I was a junior in high school, and I thought it might be a good idea to have a party at their house.
Oh, my God.
It was a great idea.
And it was a great idea. And people throwing trash bags in the neighbors' yards after they left got me caught. And, the consequences, I was grounded for ever.
Eternity, yeah.
For eternity. And another one that I'm not so proud of, but I'm 53 years old and I will just talk about it. Also, like my sophomore year of high school, I decided that I was going to not do a term paper because some of my friends were like, just don't do it. She's not going to flunk you. She's not going to flunk you. Like, her name was Mrs. Fox. And I asked Mrs. Fox what would happen if I didn't turn in my term paper, and like kidding around. She was like, well, you'll get an F. And I didn't do a term paper. And I was working at the Gap in the mall one summer evening, and my dad came in and said to my boss, I've got to take her because I've got to take her over to Manual High School and sign her up for night school. And I ran back in the fitting room, and I was like, you're not taking me anywhere. And he had to grab me out there. And so, hey, I'm going to be real risky and I'm not going to do a term paper. Let's see what she's going to do. She's not going to flunk me. And I had a summer of night school.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I love that about you.
But I don't know if I'd share that with an interview.
Well,
like, I
maybe
am
not.
a team player. I mean, like, you tell me to do
You
a
tell me
task,
not to
I'll
do my term
You
paper, and
took
I'm not
one.
doing it.
I took one for the
You
team.
took one for the team.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
We all wanted to know what would happen, and we found out.
Yes, that's exactly
At
what
your
it was.
expense.
So
You effed around and found out.
I effed around and found out. Yes,
What was that, an English class?
it was. And I'm going to tell you, I got an A in English, night school.
Congratulations.
And it, erased my F in English in high school. And there wasn't any work required for the class. It was exactly what you'd think it was. It was just a football coach.
Were you a sweat hog? I feel like
Yes.
Welcome back, Cotter. I feel
Nothing like having your dad walk into that manual with you to sign
he?
you up. Oh, she sure did, because he wouldn't believe that I would go do it,
Right.
and I probably wouldn't
You
have.
wouldn't.
So I was the only one in there with a parent, because the rest of them, that probably was not their first rodeo. It was a humbling experience. It really was.
And you bounced back.
I bounced
See,
back.
I did not know you were a Redskin.
And now every time we pass manual, Joe will be like, "Hey, do you know the fight song?"
you break out in the fight song.
Or if my kids ever are not doing well in school, they'll be like, "Seriously, Mom, we didn't fail and have to go to manual night school." So it's a tough lesson, but
Well, and maybe it was the lesson that you needed to go through in order for your children to know the story, so they would never
don't do that.
Don't
It
go
makes
down
me
the path.
like you more. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
Don't
what to
do
say
that.
about it, but
so
I would have loved to have been in the Gap as the manager when your dad walked in,
Oh, I mean, he was like
because he's kind of a big guy.
yeah. Oh, I was like, and my manager, his name was Matt. He was like, Kim, you've got to go out there. I mean, your dad's going to come back in here. And I was like, I mean, I just thought, oh, he's not going to embarrass me like that. Oh, he did.
Never underestimate
He did.
an angry father. Okay, next question on the so far. I want to hire both of you,
Excellent.
just to let you know.
Thank you.
I don't want any tears in this interview. Okay, so being creative is really important. Give me an example of a time in your life that you really showed your creativity. And I'm going to lead with my answer.
It's going to be better than ours, but go ahead.
No, just so you get an idea, just an example. So we want somebody creative on the team, obviously.
Yeah.
So I would lead with, when I was in 5th grade, my friend and I choreographed our own roller skating routine to the Star Spangled Banner on our neighbor's driveway.
Nice.
And performed said routine for my mom. And she was so nervous at the neighbors that driveway we were skating on were going to come home because it was so ridiculous. And we sang the Star Spangled Banner as we did the routine. In our minds, it was perfect. It was like, I think it was probably like 1980s. I feel like we had watched like maybe some ice skating Olympics or like something. And we really thought we were doing all the moves.
Yeah.
But I think it shows great creativity, to do the choreography and to remember it.
Right.
To collaborate with my friend and agree on what should come next.
Right.
And then the finished product just made people so happy. People being me and her, because my mom was just embarrassed for us and had to pretend that it was good and clapped and went away. So Tracy, tell me about a time that you really got to show off your creativity. You're a creative person.
Okay, I don't feel like a creative person. I will. Okay, so yours. I'm going to steal your idea, but not really, a little bit. So you guys know that I am trying to make money off TikTok. I do not think that I'm necessarily good at it, but other people worse than me doing anything make money. But I was thinking as you were talking about it, like this camera phone is way more sophisticated than anything we had back in the 80s. But videos were such a big deal when MTV became a thing.
Yes.
And so like any families that had one of those big camcorders, you were making videos with your friends a lot of the time. And our music teacher told us to make a video for the class. Not only did we make a video, we also did an interview. And I said, "I'm your hostess, Twinkie," and laughed hysterically. Because remember how they used to have hostesses on the video
Hostess,
shows?
yeah.
And we did... okay, I don't even know what the song was called.
Wait a minute, is this high school?
High school.
Okay.
No, sorry. St. Michael's. So it was 7th grade, probably.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Fill in the blank. Dancing in the
Sheets.
Dancing in the sheets?
Yeah. So we were
risque.
a little.
Did you know what that meant?
Well, probably not, since we were wearing togas and danced for our video. Someone has it. It's out there somewhere.
Oh, that
and we
is
danced
too
to Dancing in the
funny.
Sheets, and we were wearing sheets. And I will say
And
that
they filmed it and you showed it to the class?
we have to show it to the class.
Oh, that
I can
is
tell you
so
that
funny.
I didn't know. Did other people in the group know? Maybe.
I don't know. That age, probably not. The teacher knew.
I think we were doing the hustle. I can still remember
Yeah.
the steps, so it wasn't like a big dance. So that's out there.
That's somebody has that.
Somebody has that. If I could find it, that would go TikTok viral for me. So if you went to St. Michael's with me and graduated 8th grade in 1984, give me the video.
We must have the video. This is someone else's story, but it reminds me of what you just talked about, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. A friend of mine, Our Lady of Mount Carmel, used to have a talent show. Mm-hmm. And one of my friends said that she and her friends were going to do a jump rope routine. Mm-hmm. And they had been practicing, and I forget how the story actually went, how they found out, but either they did it for one of their moms, or like there was a practice at the school for with the music teacher. the song they had chosen was "Darling Nikki" by Prince. And they were like in.
And that got approved?
No, that was the whole thing. Like they were only like in 4th grade. They didn't know what it was about. They just thought it had a good jumping beat. And they played it and they're like, no, you can't. At a Catholic school, that would have brought down the house. The nuns would have died on the spot.
This is totally not what we're talking about, but I have to say, since I just said that, my Samantha, when she was in middle school, tried out for the play and a musical, and you had to sing a song by yourself up there, and she only knew all the words to one song.
Oh no!
So she did that, and it was "It's Raining Men." And everyone's like, "You didn't stop her," and I'm like, "No, I wasn't going to ruin her confidence." It was like that day, and it was the only song she knew all the words
my
to.
God. She knows all the words to that.
The best gay anthem ever.
Yes,
It's kind of great.
So she was like in 7th grade singing "It's Raining Men."
Oh, that is
Hallelujah.
great.
You know the teacher loved. Tell me she got the part.
She didn't even get picked at all for it.
Oh my God.
I know.
A travesty.
I agree. No, she had a role. She had a part, Lady with Cane, but pretty much nothing.
Lady with umbrella.
Oh, yeah. There's...
That's hilarious. Good job. Thank you. Sorry, Kim. I just had to say that while I
No,
was
you're
thinking
fine
about
because you're just going to have to do a hard pass on me. There's not a creative bone in my body.
Well,
I mean, of course, in high school, we did a talent show. We sang "These Boots Are Made for Walking." I do remember that.
Okay.
I mean,
did you sing it or did you have to dance
we
to
lip
it?
synced it.
Okay.
So it was like a lip sync routine. But honestly, there is nothing. No.
When we went on a trip once, you sang karaoke.
I mean, I have sang
and
karaoke.
You know every word to.
You videoed it.
Yeah. And I don't know where it is.
She says, "Nito, check out the
Yeah. Bust a move.
Bust a move."
You
It's
did?
It's like a 5-minute song. It was when we were
We went to French Lick.
French Lick.
Oh my God.
And I used to say that I was going to pull the video out for her 50th birthday. I don't even know where it is. If I could find it in an old phone.
That exists somewhere.
It exists somewhere.
Well, the other video that exists, I don't know if it's a video or just a picture. Let's not short sell you on your Ain't Nothing But a G Thing.
Is karaoke being creative? I guess it kind of is. I mean, yeah.
You have to get up in front of people and entertain and
and express yourself. That's being creative. Yes.
And sadly, that was one of the highlights of my life. If I would have to write down top 5 highlights.
That's what this podcast is about. Things you can't say.
That's true. That was one of the top. It was Joe and Rob. We celebrated their 40th birthday. Jesus, 15 years ago.
It was so fun.
And I'd had enough to drink, and Rob was right there with me, and we went up and sang Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre's Nothing But a G Thing. And I'm just gonna say it. I brought down the house.
She did.
There were people high-fiving
She did.
me. I was like, what is going on? What is going on? So
No, it was like lightning in a bottle.
it was, because that would never happen again. So
see, that would get you
Okay.
hired. That is a story. If you said that, I mean, because the fun part of the story that Rob likes to tell about that experience is that he couldn't wait. He was down to do this karaoke with you, and he knew you knew the words, but he didn't know if she was going to go PG or if she was going to go in for the real words.
She went in.
I went in.
And she went in, and Rob likes to also show it. You can't see it, obviously, because we're talking, but when you got down in a crouch
I did.
for the nasty part. And I was like, she is entertaining. That's creative, Kim.
okay. I mean, I guess
You got me.
she's like, all right.
Humble brag.
Okay. Well, so gosh, you guys you're killing this interview.
Rachel's our hype girl.
I'm
was gonna
coming with
say.
you. Okay, so we need someone. Every place wants someone to really have a sharp mind, really be an expert on something, have an incredible memory about things, be very, detail oriented in their tasks. And if I were asked, how do we know that you're detail oriented? How do we know that we can trust you on this? I would have to go back to the fact that I can remember at least off the dome, I was doing it 3. I can remember all the words to jingles and other ads from the 70s and 80s. And it's 2025.
Let's test her.
Okay. So, I don't know if I'll know yours. Which one came to your mind?
I don't know.
You know what came to my mind? My friend in grade school had an album. Barry Manilow had an album out that had all his jingles. He did the Dr. Pepper one. I'm a pepper, you're a pepper.
He did do a lot of jingles,
He did Pepto-Bismol.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz?
Yes. I'm trying to think of the ones because those are just like, we listen to that all the time. I don't know. They were just fun.
You were so cool.
I was Barry Manilow in the early 80s. He had a bunch. And when I've seen him in concert, nothing to be ashamed about. I mean, I love Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
And he does a little thing where he sings all his jingles.
And you knew them all, didn't you?
He did Like a Good Neighbor.
He did that?
Yes.
State Farm is there.
He did.
Okay,
He's got a lot.
Okay, here's one that I remember. I'm not going to sing the whole thing, but I want to ask if you guys remember it. Do you guys remember the ad for Merlin? The handheld game?
No, but Joe and I were just talking about Merlin 2 nights ago.
Stop it.
We were talking about old, like, timey games. I go, did you ever have a Merlin?
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I used to sit in my bed and do my math facts. Like, because it would quiz you.
Did it do math facts?
I think that it did, it would do times table.
Merlin did that?
Yes.
Okay, I did not use it for educational purposes. Well, I was playing tic-tac-toe.
It would do, it would do a times.
You are dumb, Rach.
That's why I failed math.
I think it probably had a lot of other, but I did it. I always won around the world when I was in grade school with times. Did you remember that? You remember around the world?
I totally forgot until you just said that.
When you were standing behind somebody,
yes,
I froze every time.
That was one of my. I'm terrible with math, but a gift was memorizing my times table, and Merlin helped me with that.
Merlin did that.
Yes, but I don't remember the jingle.
Do you remember Merlin? At least Merlin.
It was red.
It was red. I'm talking about the actual toy. It was like an electronic game.
I remember
one of its first.
Yeah.
No, it was.
It was like this.
Yeah, it was long, and it had just 9. It looked like a phone, really.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then you could play certain games.
I don't remember
I
it.
learned to play blackjack.
We didn't play those games on the West Side.
Really, you didn't play blackjack? Because I know you did.
Yeah, go ahead.
You played just with real cards and real money. You don't remember Merlin? I
don't.
That gets me. Well,
does he have a jingle?
yeah.
I wonder
where is Merlin? Where did he go?
Yeah.
Janie's got him playing tic-tac-toe. Now, where's Merlin? When last seen, he's out with somebody playing blackjack 13 or something. Where's Merlin now? It's not there. He's out with Billy playing Magic Square. You don't know any of that?
No.
I'm showing
Merlin.
Nope.
I'm showing Tracy a picture of Merlin, and she does
familiar
not.
at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where you were living on the West Side.
Okay, then how about
And you can get them on eBay. So
Yeah.
the Anjali song?
I can bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan
Yeah.
and never let you forget you're a
the man.
Ew. Yeah.
Yes.
What? I bet Barry Manilow's wrote that.
bacon. Oh yeah, I could get into that right now. I'm really thinking about it. I did not like that jingle.
Yeah.
No.
At all.
But
I don't know why I remember that.
Yeah.
That wasn't on my list. I also remember the putt-putt one. Do you remember that?
For the fun of it?
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Any other putter but a putt-putt putter? Just going to putter in a puddle of something, but a putt-putt putter is much better putter because putt-putt makes it fun. So
No,
putt-putt
all I
for the fun of
remembered
it.
was putt-putt for the fun of it. That was it. That was
So
all
bring
I
your
knew.
date or your brother or your mate or your mother and putt-putt a hole in one.
Wow.
Put a putt, put a putt makes it fun.
Oh my God. What
Steel trap. I can't tell you what I did today, but I know
you can do that.
What else you
Was
got?
impressive.
Bring it.
That was impressive.
The only other one that I remember, and I think everyone knows this one, is just the jingle for Empire Carpets.
Oh, Empire.
You know, they were on during the Cubs games.
800.
Well, it used
something?
To,
I don't know.
Back in the day, it was before it was 1-800, but
Yeah.
it was 588-2300.
Oh, Empire. Yeah.
Today, yeah. Yeah, so my mind is so sharp, and I can. I'm detail oriented. I can recite jingles.
That's
Hire me.
funny.
I would hire you to do I don't know what, but that
But
is
now all the
impressive.
putt-putts have gone under. I was going to say I could be a general manager of one of the
Joe's
putt-putts.
heart. Southport putt-putt was very, very close to Joe's heart.
Yeah, that's how does that go under? We used to go to putt-putt. My friend and I, we went to Putt Putt and Pizza Hut on the weekend almost.
I just think they were independently owned, and they just did like a corporation probably wasn't backing them. Barry Manilow also did the Band-Aid one. Do you remember?
I'm stuck on Band-Aids.
Band-Aids stuck on you.
He's great.
I know. And I was thinking, so he's...
Oh, Barry. Barry and I have a lot in common.
Okay, have you seen the picture of Barry Manilow next to Kim's boyfriend, Bradley Cooper?
What?
No,
Bradley Cooper has had plastic surgery.
Work done. I think I may have commented on an Instagram post and said that he was giving Barry Manilow.
Well, people are asking, why is he morphing into Barry Manilow?
He truly is.
He does not look unlike Barry Manilow.
It's in the cheeks?
He's got a Jewish nose. I mean, Barry Manilow's Jewish. Okay. Did I say?
No, you can say that. He's Jewish.
Okay, my husband has an Italian nose.
Okay.
Come on. Okay, I did not mean that in an offensive way.
You're fine. You're not offensive.
I could have gone. I didn't. Barry Manilow, I think that you can tell that he is Jewish. I think Bradley Cooper is Jewish, correct?
I don't know.
I don't know. But he had his cheekbones like probably a little bit puffed up, like fillers, and tight skin. And his eyebrows have been a little raised.
But
it really is not a good look. Because a lot of men can age like ruggedly and look good. Brad Pitt, he looks good. George Clooney, he looks good. I don't know. It's just not a good look.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, Tracy is in. Yeah. Is she showing me a picture of Barry? Barry looks different. Barry
Manilow's had a lot of work
when
done.
you first showed me the picture of Barry next to Bradley, I thought Bradley was Cillian Murphy.
I think he's got those cheekbones.
I don't know who that is.
He was in Peaky Blinders.
Oh, okay.
Cillian.
I think it's Cillian. I don't know. I never know how to say his name.
But I thought it was Cillian Murphy. But it's not. Oh my God, Bradley Cooper looks terrible.
Yeah, he does not look.
Okay. I would not know that's him.
And I mean, that's probably not the best, whatever they got. But yeah, he just didn't do himself any favors.
Well, shame on him. So yes. Okay.
That's funny. I'm glad I know that about you. It's a fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
Come on with that putt.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
So Tracy, how are you going to reply in your interview?
I'm going to congratulate Rachel on getting the job that I wanted,
Putt-Putt?
but I didn't know any of that.
No, you have a sharp mind. You're detail oriented. Tell me about a time.
I can't be less detail oriented than I am. And as far as remembering things, it couldn't be worse. Well, it could be a little bit worse, but I would say out of all of that, mind related thing that I wrote down that I'm going to translate it into what we're talking about.
And in a good interview, you always make what you have work.
Like I said, I did not think this is what we were doing. Better than most people, I can put things into perspective for others.
Yes, that is true.
I am good at taking where you are and showing it to you from a different angle.
Yes,
so
you do that.
I will say that.
So if you were on somebody's team, you're able to really put some perspective on things. If people were running around yelling, "The sky is falling," or "This is the worst thing that's ever happened to this company,"
correct,
you're there to remind them that it could only get worse.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. That is exactly what I meant.
Kim, how are you going to show off your detail-oriented, sharp mind?
I don't know how this would help in any situation, but I think that I know a lot about nonsense, like pop culture,
right?
The worldly, not so much the deep, dark stuff.
Right.
I kind of keep it light, or
I think
want to report on how a celebrity is, falling off the deep end or whatever.
Like Bradley Cooper.
And I don't know.
He's off the deep end.
I don't know. I just think it's funny. I was sitting here thinking, like, let's say that I had to get out there. I'm 53 years old, and I was in a job interview, and I was like really like serious about getting this job. I think that I hope that I would have enough confidence to sit back and just say, listen, I've had a bazillion jobs, and you know what I mean? Like,
I survived my dad coming in and dragging me out.
I survived night school. I can, I don't know. I mean, or just be like, I got this. Just trust me.
Well, but I think that's what we have going for us is our age and life experience. Because when I was 20 and asked, what, it's so ridiculous to ask somebody in their 20s, something big that they've done or whatever. You haven't done anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to be dependable. I need the paycheck. Exactly. I'm going to be there for you. I'm not going to be going, at 53, I'm not going to go looking for bigger and better offers. Just give me the job.
Got you.
I'll make it work.
Okay, the last question on the interview. You guys are doing great.
Thanks.
I want to know a time that, or a story that really makes your commitment shine. Now, I think most employers would say, hey, it costs us a lot of money to hire someone on and, invest in them with the training. Like it's a big deal to have a new hire come on. So we want to know that you're going to be committed and be here for the long term. And if I was asked that question, I think that I would have to say that they would know that I'm very committed, because whenever there's a joke, I will run that joke into the ground. I am committed to the bit.
You are committed to the bit.
For example, here's the story I would tell in the interview. My mom is in her 80s, and even when she was in her 40s, she did similar funny stuff like this. She hates when I talk about her, but I don't care. We went to a family gathering at my aunt's house in Zionsville. One of my cousins, her daughter brought a boyfriend, and the room was crowded and blah, blah, blah. Well, my mom had not spoken to said boyfriend. She's like, oh, is Emily's boyfriend here? And we're like, yeah, haven't you talked to him? She's like, no. Hey, Zeke, get over here. She was calling for him across the room. And everyone just stopped and was like, Mom, his name is Zach, not Zeke. He doesn't know you're talking to him. And God love Zach. He's been around for a good 5 or 6, 7 or 8 more times of getting together. Guess what I call him? Zeke. He'll forever be Zeke. I am committed to that joke because I thought it was so good. Not going to let it go. No.
And he gets in the car and says, your cousin is so aggravating. Why
It's not
can't
funny.
she just call me by my freaking name? It's so rude.
Yes, all of that is true, but it's funny, and therefore I will not let it go.
That's correct.
Okay,
I
so
understand.
tell me about a time that you have shown commitment and responsibility towards something. Tracy, you're acting like that. You've never showed any commitment to anything ever.
I don't know what.
This should not be a hard question for
It
you.
is. I don't know.
Okay, well, what about all the stuff that you did with the Zach Brown 5K?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's because I cared about that, but yeah.
Well, there's the real truth.
Yes.
Anything you really care about,
You'll get my all.
you're going to get my commitment.
Absolutely.
If it's not worthy of anything, how about you pay it? Because I could give my all for a price. I have a lot of all. But like I can half-ass with the best of them, but if I give my all, it's more than most.
I like that because I understood
That's
that.
very true. I completely understood it because that is who she is.
Because I can give my all, and someone still might say, "Okay,
me
she's still
too.
half-assing,"
Me
and I'm
too.
like, "No, really, that was my all. That
Tried
was
my
it."
best.
You know, if you're getting my all, you're getting it all. One of my things that I had listed was that I am a very good listener with a bad memory, and I feel like that is a marketable thing.
Yeah.
Like people could come to me, kind of like a confessional without the priest and the
Yes.
religious thing. You could come tell me your stuff, and the good news is I'm going to forget about it in a few days.
And you're going to encourage
So-
them and make them feel better.
Yeah, and then yes, I will put it into perspective.
And you'll say, "You're not the
Coming
worst
back
person
around.
I've talked to today, but I don't remember what they said, so
That's
go
right.
on."
See there?
That is good.
Thanks.
I'm reading a book right now, and it's not very long, but I'm a slow reader, so I'm not done with it. I can't tell you if it was good or not, but so far I'm enjoying it. It's called Discontent, and it's only like 176 pages, but it's about this lady that's like in her late 20s, early 30s, that's like an advertising executive in Madrid. And basically the whole thing is about, she's a mid-level manager and they're going on a company retreat. I don't know, something bad's going to happen on the company retreat. I don't know what it is, but it's talking
It
about.
might be good.
But
I
it's-
love those things.
But it's oh my God, you do?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
no,
I said it.
they're awful.
They're awesome.
When is the last time you've been on a company retreat?
With Angioma Alliance, we had a scientific conference every year, and then we would have a board. I was on the board, so we would do a board retreat a few days after the conference.
And so you were the one that was all excited. And,
yeah, they called me Patty Simcox, like from Greece.
You brought the snacks. No, but this lady this book, I think, is going to kind of be what you were talking about. The woman is getting a little more than a little
Discontented.
very discontent with her job.
Yeah.
And just how to give the bare minimum and get paid
And still get by. Yeah.
and still get by, because like she's like, this 9-to-5 thing is ridiculous, and we're jumping through hoops that other,
Yeah.
imaginary hoops that other people are making, and they're acting like it's the end of the world, and I just know it's not the end of the world. So she's like playing a role from 9 to 5 of this person that cares. But she really has the perspective. She's like, she doesn't. She's like, it doesn't matter what I'm doing here. If the perfume ad is good or not, that kind of thing.
Right.
So I think she
Let
needs your
us know how
perspective.
that
I will.
turns
I'll
out.
let you know how it turns out.
All
But
right.
so far, so good. Kim, how have you shown your commitment?
Well, I was thinking I like to really hype things up. Like I get really excited about minuscule things. You know how I love my streaming shows.
Yes.
Once I run across one, I'm the biggest hype man ever on those shows. I tell anyone and everyone about them. And
As if you were the producer.
As if I was the producer or getting paid to advertise. I find a good bargain on Amazon or a product that I like, I'm going to tell people. Someone cannot say to me, "Oh, I like what you're wearing," without me giving a price and a location.
Me too, though.
I hype up everything. Just the thing. Just
For example, she's wearing a very cute kind of fleecy thing today.
Yeah.
And it has little teddy bears on it.
Walmart, they had a variety of different, and they were $12. So there you go. But that's why I get so easily influenced, because people hype up things and I hype them up. I think I'd be really good at, even if we get in a group meeting and someone's giving pitches, if it sucked, I might just hype it up. I might just say, yeah.
It's not as terrible as you think.
Terrible as you
That
think.
is awesome. You're so good.
Okay, one last thing that I want to talk about. You don't have to give an example of this if you don't want to, but gosh darn it, this is my invisible resume, and I want someone to know of this achievement that's never ever been brought up in an actual interview. If somebody asked me, give me a time, that you're a winner, that you won something, and like what hard work did you put in, and you won.
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought of was I got the blue ribbon on field day in first grade for jump roping.
Aw.
I jump roped longer than all of the first graders
That's pretty impressive.
without missing. And I got the blue ribbon. And I did that because I used to think jumping rope was fun. And it didn't used to be hard to do. And I would do it because I actually liked doing it.
Yeah.
And maybe I was a little autistic, a little repetitive. You know what I'm saying? I'm
I
just
prefer
kind
the
of.
term because I've started seeing that I show some signs of some
Oh,
things that I didn't know.
I show
and
all the signs.
I use neurospicy.
Well, I'm
Yeah, my doctor says all of us are a little bit neurospicy.
sure
We
everyone
all are.
is, but I think jump roping and humming along as I do it.
You rock.
And
for-
I do. God dang it!
Even if her chair doesn't rock, she rocks in
And
a
for
chair
all those
that
people out there
sits.
that don't think kids should get awards for just participation in doing things, if you remember that from first grade,
yeah,
that
but I won that, Kim.
okay, never mind.
I don't care. I think participation awards, I'm fine with
No,
them.
I don't care. But
That was really sweet. That
it was
like,
a big
something
source
to you.
of pride.
Yes,
I'm like,
yes.
I out jumped all those little people. And
Yeah,
the blue ribbon. I mean,
that's pretty
oh
special.
my God. So Tracy, you don't have to tell a story about when you're a winner, but I feel like you have been a winner before. And if you don't remember, I'll tell you.
I don't remember.
One time Tracy went to Vegas.
Oh, I was just thinking that. Yeah.
Oh,
Any of your Vegas. Just start that story and then it's...
Oh, and I was just doing the dime. I was putting nickels or dimes in the slot.
I was putting fake wooden coins
yes,
in the
I did
slot.
win some money.
Just tell the listeners how much.
Enough to pay for a semester of my kids' college.
And how much was you only play the slots, right?
Yeah, I was on slots.
I never won anything.
Me neither. Ever.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'll tell the story about my Tiffany ring.
Okay.
And then that'll be it. Okay, so shortly after my divorce, I went to Vegas with my sisters and my cousin, who's kind of like my sister. And anyway, long story longer, we had been drinking. We were at Caesars and gambling. And we went to look at the shops, and I went into Tiffany. And they had a tea ring that was like Tiffany blue, which I love that color, whatever. I don't know. I decided now that I'm not wearing my wedding ring, I'm going to buy myself a ring, and I'm going to buy it at Tiffany. There was some talking into happening.
And drinking.
And drinking. And so I buy this ring. It's $1,600. They don't have my size, but they say they can bring it in from another store and have it there in the morning. Totally fine. Morning comes. There's a little bit of buyer's remorse, not going to lie. I'm like, did I buy a ring for $1,600 that I can't afford? That's awesome.
Yay me.
Yay me. But I already did it. It's a done deal, whatever. So then we went downstairs to the casino, and we were getting ready to meet up everybody for lunch. And I picked up my ring. I was a little sick about the money, but it was pretty. Anyway, so then I sat down at a video Keno machine, and I played my dad's numbers because I know his numbers, and I won $1,600.
That's crazy.
And all of that happened within about 15 minutes of that in that morning. So I literally just won back all the money that I just paid on that ring.
Because you're a winner.
Your dad bought it
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, your
That's
dad
awesome.
did buy it for you.
Because I'm a winner.
You're a winner.
I'm a winner.
Well, we've known that. And I'm hiring both of you because you both have a different skill set, and I think together you make the perfect employee.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm hiring you
gonna
both. And it pays nothing.
And she never even said what the job was, but that's all right.
That's right.
I'll take it.
I don't remember.
I'll take it.
So yeah, thank you for joining us today on Up for Grabs. I hope this sparks some conversation where you think about things that you've accomplished in your life that, gosh darn it, should be on your resume and would make a great story for an interview. Even if you didn't get the job, I bet your interview would be remembered forever. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope that you will join us again on Up for Grabs.